right, guys, let's get hypothetical for a few minutes, shall we? Let's think about something. What would happen if Donald Trump actually were removed from office? Now, he's not going to be, but it's worth taking a moment to think, what if he were? Well, Mike Adams at Natural News has written a piece looking at exactly that possibility. Here's what he writes. A coordinated deep state attempt to remove Trump from office at any cost is now gaining steam. With the collusion of the deep state media, CIA operatives, and anti-Trump tech giants that censor the truth, the deep state is hoping to crush democracy, destroy Trump, and install Hillary Clinton as president of the United States in the next few months. Should they succeed in achieving a U.S. Senate conviction of Trump, which would remove him from office, here are 25 shocking, history-changing events we may see unfold. Number one, the stock market will implode. That's because Trump seems to be the only person remaining in Washington, D.C. who does not want the stock market to crash. If Dems seize power, expect a collapse of the stock market and U.S. economic activity as Wall Street investors head for the exits. Number two, once Trump is impeached, convicted, and removed from office, the focus will immediately shift to removing Mike Pence so that Nancy Pelosi, current Speaker of the House, becomes president without any election taking place. Three, once Nancy Pelosi becomes president, she will immediately push to nominate and have Hillary Clinton confirmed as vice president. Four, at that point, the Republican Party will have folded into oblivion, and the GOP will cease to exist as an influential political party in America. Number five, after being removed from office, President Trump could form his own political party and run for president again. Number six, after removing Trump from office and installing Hillary Clinton as president, Democrats will immediately begin to work to reverse all of Trump's Supreme Court nominees, which so far covered Gorsuch and Kavanaugh. Number seven, beyond merely removing Trump's Supreme Court justices, an effort will be made to reverse all of Trump's federal judge nominations, which have already been confirmed by the U.S. Senate. Number eight, Dems will attempt to reverse Trump's tax cut, his defanging of Obamacare, and all his eliminations of regulatory burdens on various businesses. Number nine, removing Trump will also unleash a coordinated agenda to block the upcoming confirmations of pro-Second Amendment judges to federal courts. Number 10, America will very likely see a massive patriot uprising against the corrupt establishment, culminating in as many as 1 million legally armed Americans converging on Washington, D.C. There they will demand the arrest and indictment of every last treasonous piece of D.C. filth who voted for impeachment in the House or Senate. Number 11, as part of the uprising, patriot groups will likely target the complicit media organizations that took part in the attempted illegal coup against the United States. Number 12, tech giants will likely be next on the list to be taken down, while their CEOs are arrested and imprisoned for systematically violating the civil rights of millions of Americans through censorship and election rigging. 13, state-level representatives will also face arrest and indictments for their roles in gutting the Second Amendment and protecting illegal aliens. 14, as the uprising continues, watch for law enforcement groups to literally hunt down and eliminate Antifa members nationwide. That wouldn't be bad. Number 15, as the Civil War explodes across America, we're very likely to see the power grid disconnected from liberal stronghold cities as a tactic to plunge those cities into chaos. Watch for tactical disruptions of fuel, food, water, and electricity. 16, mass executions and a political holocaust of death to all conservatives. Having survived the patriot uprising, authoritarian leftists will coordinate with deep state and the complicit media to call for and condone the mass executions of all who voted for Trump, the patriots, or even the very idea of America. 17, the complete censorship of all conservative Trump supporters, Christians, and gun owners who weren't already executed by left-wing mobs. 18, the complete elimination of the Second Amendment and nationwide gun confiscation. 19, the government seizure of all domain names of anti-establishment websites that dare to question official narratives. 20, Democrats will call for open support of the actual raping of children by drag queen teachers in the name of tolerance. 21. Progressives will call for all baby boys to have their genitals mutilated to halt male privilege and end masculinity once and for all. 22. Orgy training in public schools involving live LGBT pedophiles performing sex acts in classrooms while progressive parents cheer. 23. The nationwide celebration of infanticide and public displays of infant murder celebrated by Democrats. Just recently on Halloween, some crazed Satan worshiper drag queen depicted cutting a baby out of her womb, drinking the blood, and severing its head, all while people in the bar cheered the sickening display. 24. Satan worship in all U.S. public schools and college campuses, complete with mandatory indoctrination training for all students who will be required to bow down before Satan. 25. The opening of child prostitution centers in public schools and college campuses. Mike Adams continues. As you can see from the list above, defending Trump from the deep state isn't merely about protecting one man from a malicious illegal coup attempt. It's about defending American values from the deranged demonic leftists who now openly demand the complete destruction of every last shred of human decency and morality. Unquote, my friends. I certainly do not subscribe to each and every one of these predictions that Mike Adams has made, but a lot of them accurately reflect exactly what the hell this country would look like if we returned the Democrats to power. Life would get a heck of a lot worse. The economic surge that we're experiencing would come to an abrupt end. Civil liberties would be cut back. Guns would be confiscated. And once again, the swamp would be in charge. It's Monday. It's Real Truth. I'll be right back.